This is Dr. B, and it's time for our chemical bonding practice test. It's a 5-page test, so in order to make these videos reasonable in length, I'll just do one per page. So let's do page 1. Chemical bond is the force that holds two atoms together. Nice definition. Which substance contains a total of 3 chemical bonds? Molecular oxygen? No, that's O double bond O. Hydrogen peroxide? The only way to assemble that would be H bond, O bond, H bond. Let me say it again. H bond, O bond, O bond, H bond. That's 3 bonds if you draw it out. TNT, well, that's got tons of bonds. And CO2, each one's double bonded. That's 4 bonds. I like H2O2. Check it out. An ionic bond is a chemical bond that involves electron transfer. Thank you for defining that for me. Which of the following substances contains an ionic bond? Well, that's going to be a metal to a non-metal, unless they're cute and throw an ammonium something in there. Methanol, and remember, hydrogen is not a metal. Nah, it can't be, no metal present. PlCl3 can't be, no metal present. If you have a periodic table, you should be checking this out. Look for the staircase. Find where that is. Anything to the right of the staircase is a non-metal. Anything to the left is a metal. Aluminum oxide, sure, that is ionic. Iron, well, you got your metal, but you don't have the non-metal. I'd say C. And there you go. A covalent bond is a chemical bond that involves the sharing of electrons. Isn't that nice? Which typically occurs between nonmetals. What is a nonpolar covalent bond? Hopefully you've recalled that that means identical nonmetals, meaning they have equal polarity, equal desire for electrons. Or it can be a carbon-hydrogen bond. And I see that written right, if I can get my, there it is, right there. So C looks perfect. And there's some analysis of each of the other questions. Finally, a metallic bond is a bond between 2 metals. And we usually use the statement, it's a mobile sea of electrons. Which statement is true? Metallic bonding involves a mobile sea of electrons. Oh, there it is. This helps explain malleability. It does. Those little electrons can always squeeze in even when you smash it. And electrical conductivity, it does. They're mobile, so they can. That's what electrical conductivity is, movement of electrons. A is the answer. Why don't we go ahead and rule out B, C, and D just to be complete. It includes elements to the right of the staircase. That's wrong. Left. And it talks about why they're so versatile and varied. Really, to me, metallic bonds are just kind of a whole bunch of the same thing. There's not a lot of variation or versatility there at all. Because of the nature of the metallic bond, they're all brittle. Well, it doesn't say what that nature is, and I don't agree. They tend not to be brittle, but they are all magnetic. You might be tempted to think that's true, but oh my God, it's not. In terms of like ferromagnetism, the one that we're familiar with, only iron and a few other metals do that. There are other types of weaker magnetism as well, but that's just not it. Correct answer is A. And the correct answer is for 5, since I already clicked on it, is also A. Can you see that that's our metallic bond? A metal to a metal. Carbon to oxygen, no, that would be polar covalent. This is non-polar covalent, that one's ionic. So this is the only metallic bond, a bond between 2 metals. What type of bonds are contained in the molecule below? Well, let's figure it out. Whoop. Here we go. These are non-polar covalent. No. There's an error here. Can you see what it is? Every time it says NPC, it should be PC, because these are non-identical nonmetals. Therefore, it's polarized. Polar covalent. If you're calling, it says double bond counts as 2. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4 polar covalent, and this one's something different. That one is ionic. I don't see the I, but the correct answer is 4 polar covalent. There's my cursor. 4 polar covalent, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one ionic. And that is not correct. 1 metallic, it's polar covalent and 1 ionic. The correct answer is D. That's incorrect. It should be D, and I'm sure that is right. This is page 1 of the bonding practice test.